Hello everybody, welcome back for a video. Special guest today. We was just at USTE in Florida, which is quite a hike for us from where we're from. And I didn't do a lot of video footage. I didn't do a lot of pictures really, per se. I got just a small amount. I'll post what I have whenever I get to look at it. Other people do 10 times the job I do. And I went more so for making memories with this dude and just enjoying the experience, meeting the people, not worrying about recording stuff. So many people do a better job than I do, so let them do their thing, and I'll just fill in some gaps for myself. This is memories, father-son memories, friends and friends memories, okay? People we meet, the relationships we build. So we're on our way back. We're staying in a hotel tonight, so I figured we'd summarize some things while it's fresh. So, number one thing, let's see what a kid thinks about the experience. Riker. So, before we get into something, there's really a funny thing here. We're in a hotel room, okay? Yeah. Do you remember the hotel room number we stayed in?
Yeah.
What was it?
325.
And we're in a hotel room again today. And what's our hotel room number?
325.
Is it the exact same hotel?
Yeah.
Did we request that number?
No.
No, we got the same room. So that's cool. Just a little quinky dink, I guess. But yeah, so we spent the weekend with, I'd give some shout outs here. Dixieland RC, Cody Johnson, was kind enough to invite me and little me to USTE, and I helped him out in the Dixieland tent and stayed with him for the weekend. Had a terrific time. Also, shout out to RC Addict, Ryan. Great place, good people. Just thank you. Dixieland RC's tent this year was set up beside Scalar Fab. I talked to Troy and Casey many times in Facebook and in email, and it was awesome to finally meet them. They are extremely nice people, great people. They have my bumper purchases for life, for certain. So, also finally got to meet 11 Charlie. We got to trail with 11 Charlie. If you don't know who 11 Charlie RC is, look him up on YouTube. He also has a Facebook group. I think it's called 11 Charlie RC. Also got to meet Sean's, don't want to mess his name up, Sean's Outdoor Adventures, I believe is what it's called, on YouTube. Check him out as well. And got to see and meet some other people along the way. I don't forget you. I'm just drawing a blank at the moment. But the main reason of this video is Riker. First off, there's pros and cons to everything, okay? First, I want to ask him, because I just told him we were going to do a video. I told him I was going to ask him some questions. I didn't even know what question I was going to ask him until right this second. So this is not pre-rehearsed or anything like that. What is the only thing, or what is the thing you did not like about USTE?
But there was really long bridges in the course.
Okay. I wasn't expecting this. What happened on one of the bridges on the course? Did it break? Thanks to Dixieland RC, we were able to replace a rod end link, and he was right back to it. Nothing actually broke that wasn't an easy repair. It took me literally a minute to fix it. Okay, well, besides the bridges aspect, which I thought was really cool, they did a fantastic job. Someone has a little depth perception problem, apparently, whenever you're standing underneath the truck looking up at it. That's not a normal position that we get to do. So for him doing that, that apparently messed him up. By the way, the exact same time the truck went, he tripped over a rock and fell face first. The same time the truck hit the ground. So it was a double whammy. Apparently it was hilarious, but I had to deal with the truck and the kid falling. He's got his knees all scratched up. Yes. It worked out. Memories, all right? That's what he remembers, okay? That's what we're building. Besides the trails, okay? Let's take the trail equation out of it. Was there anything you didn't like about USTE, about times or how anything was set up or anything of that nature? There was one bad day in Florida. Friday was ridiculously cold, even for Pennsylvania standards. It was cold. It was a different kind of cold, and it was just miserable. But of course, none of the weather forecasts we had was saying it was going to be as cold as it was. It was all but freezing, and of course, we only had sweatshirts, so it's a little bit rough. But anyhow, so that wasn't the fault of the event. That was just our fault for not packing coats, apparently. So anyhow, we got through that. What was your favorite part of USTE?
My favorite part was doing the trails and having fun and going over all the obstacles.
Okay. We didn't do as many trails as what I was anticipating doing, but honestly, the last day we did more trails than anything. We ramrodded them, not flying through them, but we went. It was just him and I. We weren't with anybody else, and we just pushed through trail after trail after trail after trail after trail. We ran through them, just smooth and steady, and we did them. And we was able to do, I think, 4 trails today total. Mm-hmm. So the experience was great. Do I wish we could have did all the trails? Yeah, I do, but
we just didn't do 6 and 4.
Yeah, there was a few reasons we didn't do all the trails. One, I was helping Cody in the tent, which I was fine with. That was a good experience, getting to meet some of his customer base, getting to meet people and having conversations with them with crawlers or scale trucks and just stuff in general. The talk with talking to people and the wheel selection they were making, the tire selection, it's an interesting conversation because I care about their experience. I care what they think of what they purchase. So it's a nice experience to have. And if Cody didn't have it, it was nice seeing, like if Cody didn't have it, I'd send him to RC Addicts. If RC Addict didn't have it, they would send him to Cody. If Jack's RC Recycle Repair, same deal. They were the vendors, even though they were hobby shops, supported each other, and that is the exact environment we need. That is what we need. Okay, USTE was an awesome place of togetherness that you don't see too often. Normally, you might have a hobby shop that's 2 hours away and they're in a battle with each other. Some of these hobby shops are not nearly that far away. They're relatively close to each other, and they're fine. Same area, same pool, okay? They help each other out. So that's what I love seeing, okay? My things I thought was a little bit off or I didn't like that much is very minimal. I thought everything was laid out, planned out very well. I don't think they were expecting quite as many people as they had because the porta potty situation, no one loves blue houses by any means. But whenever you don't have enough blue houses, that's a problem. Thankfully, I didn't really have to deal with it that much. But, the porta potty situation, I noticed people were out of toilet paper and everything else Saturday. Yes, Saturday they were out, so Sunday was pretty much rough for most people. That would be about the only thing I would say was actually a problem. Other than that, the thing ran smoothly, and I would say the porta potty, they already know they have an issue with that, so it's not even really worth mentioning. Next year, I bet you there's 2 or 3 more. So they're growing every year, and they don't really know what they're going to have until they show up. So there was over 400 people at USTE this year. So what did you think about? We went the first day. Whenever we went and did our trail run, there was a lot of people on the course we were on. It took us like 2.5 hours to do that course. Did you think that was unfun? Having that many people and going that slow? Was that a bad problem? No, it wasn't. We enjoyed it. Now, we did that course again. We happened to do the same course twice. We did it once, just him and I. And that was course 2. Him and I did it and ended up running into a whole group of other people. That took us like 2.5 hours to do that course.
And then we went with, I forget their name.
Javier, 11 Charlie RC.
We went with them.
Yep.
For the second time.
Yep, we went with him and his kids. And we did the course in like an hour and a half, tops. It was just us. We went at our own pace. There was no issues. It was a great time, and it was a different experience like that. Both experiences were awesome. Me personally, my time with 11 Charlie was awesome. I mean, it was amazing. Yeah, it was something I hold on to. Okay. And Riker and his boys got along extremely well, and they had fun together. So, and they never met each other. Kids are hilarious because they're friends. As long as they talk, they're friends. So it works out great. So I suggest anybody get to USTE if you can. Don't go broke trying to do it. Don't go crazy trying to do it. But it's a good experience. The kids love it. I didn't see a single kid there that was unhappy, throwing tantrums, just bored out of their mind. I didn't see any of it. There is sometimes waiting on things to happen. They stick to a pretty close schedule. They do some events during the day, like monster truck racing, drag races.
That big jump that they did today.
Yeah, the last day they do like a free-for-all, which if you watch any of the YouTube videos, you're going to know what I'm talking about. You already probably know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking, yay,
yeah,
whatever. So, but it's a great family environment. I mean, as a dad, there was some language stuff going on that I wasn't crazy about, but hey, let's be real. We all slip up here and there and stuff happens. So kudos to them. The entire event was ran smoothly. Absolutely loved it. I think, so Riker, you've done some big events, or you've done some bigger places. We drove, it took us like 16 hours one way to get to USTE. We're halfway home right now, so we still got another like 8 hours to drive. It's roughly 1,000 miles one way for us. So with how much time and how much preparation and how much downtime you have, is USTE the funnest RC event you've done, or is there a funner one? And be honest. I mean, let's be real. Would you rather been at Motorama? Would you rather going out to like the fun run we did at that campground where we were there for a couple weeks, or for a weekend? Mom lost her truck, but before that, we'll just say before that, was that funner? Out of all the events you've done, what's the funnest? USTE. Okay, is it just because you can literally run as many trails as you want, and you can just run all day if you want it? What's the main reason?
Hanging out with your friends and family.
Okay, well, I can get that. You could do that at the other events too. The event itself, if you just look at I mean, Motorama, yeah, I take that one out of there because it's you hang out, but you're there to compete. So yeah, the one we did at Eastern PA Scalers, and this is kind of the same concept. It's a weekend event where you go run gates. They did a G6 style. This is just multiple trails. It's not. I mean, there's gates set up, but there's not. It's just different. You stay on a trail. It's an obvious trail and path here. For the other event, it was just you set the gates up. The trails would be covered. It'd be leaves. You just drive through the gates. There'd be 100 gates. It may take you 4 hours to do it. Depends on how it's laid out and how difficult it is. They also had special challenges. Here, it was just literally run the trails. The trails are not hard. Okay, there's some difficult spots. Tire placement's important, but it's not a competition. It doesn't matter. I mean, you take your shots, learn your truck, do your thing, and it's made for, really, in reality, it's made for 1.55 wheels and tires to do the course. So, you know, it's if you run big tires, it's going to be a cakewalk for the most part. But if you take the actual courses and the trails that we've done, is USTE your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to agree. The amount of time and dedication they put into the trails.
Over 1,000 hours.
Yes, over 1,000 man hours. You know, the amount of money they spend in the projects to do what they've done. The build level, I mean, there's a spin tires course this year. We did that one, okay? That was on we had to-do list. That was course 8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where you drove up and around all the buildings and did pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool, okay? Now, I, for one, don't play spin tires. I don't have the time, really. But just, I'm almost going to go play it now just so I can put that course with the game. And I, of course, didn't video it because XO Caged RC probably got it on video. There's just so many people that have it on video that do a better job than I do. So what's the point? I just wanted time. I took some pictures here and there, and that's about it. So go if you get a chance. I don't have anything negative to say per se. Anything I have would be erased because I know they already probably know they have an issue with the only thing I could say. And excellent people running it, staff. You know, they had to correct some of the kids once in a while, and they were always direct, not rude to the kids. And yeah, kids sometimes need redirected, especially mine once in a while. Sometimes I prefer someone else say something to him just because of the fact he needs to take it from someone else. And it's not that, because I can sit there and tell him 100 times, you know how dads and sons are sometimes. So someone else just saying, hey, get off there. That works better than anything. It's rather than a battle. So, you know, but they did a terrific job the whole way around, and I applaud them majorly. I appreciate them doing it. I mean, let's face it, they don't have to do it. There don't have to be a USTE. And they bring a lot of people together, and the amount of trucks and the amount of money, I haven't heard of a single truck or anything being stolen over the weekend, okay? That's huge. You have these big comps, and you always hear of a comp truck getting stolen. We had builds that demolish any comp truck build if you had to put a price tag on it. Let's face it, reality here, okay? Some of these trucks are amazing. The man hours that are in them, the level of build quality, and the truck will be sat on the ground, walked away from. Maybe you sit there 5 minutes. No one's sitting there watching it. And the truck's still there when the person comes back. We were guilty of doing that twice. Remember? Now, we don't have that level of build quality. There's like zero build quality in ours. There's money in them, but it's not build quality. You know, they were not dollhouse trucks. So, but yeah, we left ours sit a couple times. They could have easily been stolen, but no one touched anything. And I want to applaud, if you were at USTE, excellent job by everybody. Like I said, at this point, I haven't heard of anything being missing. So congratulations to everybody. It was an awesome event, awesome time, and
Except that wallet, but it got found.
yeah, someone dropped a wallet. Someone found it and turned it back in. Okay, there was a lost wallet. Someone legitimately dropped their wallet. All right, and what was it, like 20 minutes later? Oh, we found that wallet. Thank you, everybody. That doesn't normally happen. Okay, that's the people you're crawling with, you're trailing with, you're out driving around with. Okay, they're trail trucks. This is the kind of community we want. All right, that is the event, the community you want around that event. Hopefully it stays that way. A lot of times as things get bigger, they go with the level of quality of people showing up to them. I hope that doesn't happen for this case. Growing is good. Growing in a bad direction is bad. So encourage good people to come. Encourage the bad people to stay the hell away. And enjoy time. Make memories more than anything. And hold them tight. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed the little video. And perspective from the child that was at USTE for his first time. So, you have anything you want to say? No? Well, thanks for joining me in the video, buddy. Thanks for joining me in the video.
You're welcome.
I think somebody's a little nervous. It's been forever since I did a video. I was nervous. I was talking to Cody at USTE. I'm like, dude, I don't even know how to make a video. It's like I'm starting over again. So look for a lot more in 2020. Shout out to, of course, Dixieland RC, RC Addict, and everybody under his umbrella. The Precision RC Works, the Vader Skids, Spare Time Hobbies, D-Links. I love D-Links. I use them for a lot of stuff. Just everybody under that. And I actually gave away a set of Darkside 3D printing scale trail ramps, sand ladders, to the veteran. 11 Charlie did a veteran build giveaway. They needed a truck to a veteran a while back. And I donated some sand ladders to them. They were Darkside 3D. So getting some of that stuff out there. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Enjoy your time and make some memories.